like a Hellcat.
Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video, and as you can see, once again Formula 1 2017 career mode has returned after kind of a failure of the last series with just some problems. But now with the new patch out, I decided let's try this again, and we're going to be Williams with Lance Stroll as our teammate, and he's going to be, so it's going to be like an all Canadian team here. So I'm not going to make you guys sit through these cutscenes, so we'll just jump into qualifying after I get my settings here. We'll do 100 AI to start off anyways and see how that goes. Alright, so with further ado, we're going to get right into qualifying. I'll see you guys there. Alright, we are beginning our lap right now, and as you can see, Sebastian Vettel currently is on the pole with just over 2.5 minutes remaining. I'm only doing short qualifying, so we're not doing full, so it's only one round. I could do full qualifying rounds in the future, but right now I'm just going to stick with the short one. I'm really excited to bring this series back. I hope it does well. I don't think it's going to do as well as my Project Cars 2 IndyCar career mode, but hopefully this does somewhat half decent, and I would probably continue doing it. The goal really is to try and get now, if this works out well, 2 to 3 episodes, maybe even more than that, per week. I do have low traction control on here. Yeah, I decided to go with Williams because Lance Stroll's Canadian, I'm Canadian. I was like, why not? Really did not get out of that corner very well, but we might be able to salvage a solid lap still here. Alright, we come across the line, we will qualify in 7th. Okay. Certainly, it's better than our target right now. We're going to call it qualifying and go to the race.
Start of a new season, but the start of a new kind of Formula 1. Anthony Davidson, great to have you with us once again. This is a big moment for the sport. Big changes to the technical regulations, the potential perhaps to give us the biggest shake-up since 2014. Very different cars visually, and, fingers crossed, much faster as well.
Good thing then that combined these teams put in just a shade over 13,000 kilometers on the clock during testing. The cornering speed of these new machines is absolutely unbelievable. How many lap records are still held by Michael Schumacher from 2004? Well, on the right day, on the right tyres, we might just be threatening them this year. Wider tyres, wider cars, more downforce. I have to say they look great, and the qualifying spectacle is undebatable. Now the big question remains, can they follow? Can they race? Or have these new rules gone too far?
We're almost ready to go then, and this is
All right, here's the starting order. I meant to show it. I meant to show the results of qualifying, but I accidentally skipped over them. So you're seeing it here. Bottas got the pole. He beat Vettel at the end there. Hamilton third.
Max Verstappen and Ricardo, Perez, and
I love the Force India fire suits now, and there we are in 8th.
Sainz, Magnussen, Roman Grosjean, and Palmer, Kvyat, Alonso, Stoffel Van Dorn, and Lance Stroll, Wehrlein, and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
All right. Let's get ready to race. I want to also say quickly that I'm going to be bringing NASCAR Heat 2 career mode to the channel this week as well. It's going to be starting like a mid-season, but I'm still bringing it to the channel. I finally decided to, so let's get this race going here. 5 red lights, and we are green for the first race of the season in Australia. I thought about making a move up the inside of Ricardo there. I decided to back out. Alright, we got through our first few corners. Pretty good right there. Two Red Bulls battling it out there, Max Verstappen and Ricciardo, right behind Vettel. So Vettel has dropped 2 spots here early on. Closing in right on the back of Verstappen. Lost the back end a little bit there. Got in the grass a bit as well. We got Perez right on us here. He might go for a move. Ooh, I did not mean to block him like that. Man, those Force Indias look so good. Alright, we're coming to the end of lap 1. We have gained, what, 1 spot? You can see my helmet a bit there. And we're running number 42. Now the 42 is for Kyle Larson, as I'm a Kyle Larson fan. I thought about going with 24 for Jeff Gordon, but I kind of decided, you know, I've always ran that number, so I decided let's change it up a little bit. We're hanging on to our spot pretty easily right now. I mean, if I'm not making mistakes, we're kind of pulling away from Perez. There he is right there, not too far behind. See some of our engine wear there. If you watch my past attempt for the Formula 1 series, you could tell I really wore the engine out early on. Valtteri Bottas with the fastest lap of the race early on here. Perez is really close. He might make a move here if he gets close enough. Oh, he might do it. Yep, here goes up the inside. Little contact. No damage, we're good. Looks like he's just gonna kind of pull away from us now. So our tires are about a quarter worn there. I think we got a pit about lap 8 or 9. Got Esteban Ocon there in 9th, the other Force India behind us. Alright, through the last corner we'll come to the end of lap 3 here in the 8th position, so exactly where we started the race. Alright, we are now on lap 8. We have gained a spot. We are now in the 7th position. Obviously, some guys are starting to come to pit road. Looks like we have a caution on the front straightaway going into turn 1. There it is. Marcus Ericsson is out of the race. Maybe a engine failure. For this video, I did not have any of the replays of the any incidents other than I think one. But next race and for future episodes, I will certainly be having the replays of the incidents. Now I already know that China, which will be the next race, I did not get qualifying recorded, so it's going to be without qualifying for the China episode, unfortunately. See, we have been offered a strategy change. Let's go with lap 8 this time by. We'll come into pit road and put on the super soft tires. I want to go with softs instead. I feel like we can just go with the softs and make it right to the end on a one stop. Engage the pit limiter, and we are on pit road. Here's our pit box right here.
Go now.
Solid pit stop from the team there.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
Alright, so we sit 16th at the moment. I don't know exactly where we're going to cycle out. We got Oken and Verline back there battling. Obviously, Verline isn't going to put up much of a fight in the Sauber. It'll be interesting to see where we can take this Williams team. The goal is kind of to go from Williams to either Force India or Ferrari. I didn't plan on going to Ferrari at first, but then I drove it a couple times and I really liked the car. It kind of reminded me of the Ferrari from F1 2015, and that's the only car I drove in that game. So I kind of want to go to Ferrari now in the future. We got Esteban Ocon closing fast here. And on lap 14, he's still doing the same thing. He does not make a move into turn 1. We have cycled through to 13th. We got Stoffel Van Dorn there in 12th, obviously staying out a little bit longer on the soft tires. He should have to pit relatively soon, I would assume. We seem to be having a pretty good pace in the first sector compared to these guys behind us that are trying to run me down. Got in the grass just a tad there. Looks like we have a caution again, just outside of turn 1. Kimi Räikkönen has DNF'd. Wow, that's pretty big for him. I mean, one of the top drivers. Probably an engine failure. Not 100% sure, but that's just what I'm assuming here.
Right, some information on Hamilton. They have some kind of mechanical.
Hamilton has a problem here now on lap 18. I think that's him causing the caution just at the end of sector 1. It might be. Can't really tell. Hopefully that's for the position, and then we'll get a free spot here. It looks like, oh, never mind, they've gotten going a little loose through that area right there. We have a car, I think that's the same car, causing another yellow here just ahead of us. That might be Hamilton. It is Lewis Hamilton. He's spun around or something. Maybe he had a tire down. Let's see what in the world has gone wrong. And there it is right there. Oh, that's the best we can get. Oh, he had a right rear tire down. Yeah, around he goes. One thing I like about this new big update is we have photo mode now for console. users, which is a very nice feature to have for thumbnails. So now we find ourselves on lap 23. We are now in the 6th position. I think when we pitted, we were 7th. So we've overall gained 1 spot. We got Roman Grosjean in 7th behind us on soft tires as well. Valtteri Bottas with once again the fastest lap of the race. Seems like Grosjean is closing that gap. 1.9 seconds above him, 13 seconds behind Verstappen, so obviously we're not going to catch those guys. Unless we were to get a safety car here. Looks like they want me to pit, but obviously, looking at the tires there, 59% on the left front. We might have to save some tires here. I don't want to pit again, that's for sure. We gotta make these things go to the end. Alright, lap 28 now, and as you can see, 72% on the left side tires. It's going to be close with just 2 laps remaining. I'm just going to try and hang on as hard as I can here. Got Grosjean coming fast, but we should be able to hang on. I got some tactics. He is right on us still. Ocon has a problem with the car. I think we're beating him. So it's really not going to benefit us any. 75% on the left rear. Just need to save a little bit more. We should be okay till the end here. Wow, we got 4 cars now all together. Actually, I think it's 5, including us. Bottas has won the Australian Grand Prix. So that would be his first win of the season, obviously, and he's going to be our point leader. We know Hamilton and Raikkonen are not going to be up there, so I would assume Vettel is somewhere 2nd or 3rd would be my guess. Alright, here we go, coming to the finish now. We will finish the race in 6th. The tires somehow held on. I mean, I'm pretty decent at saving tires. I've been, like, in league racing, I've been pretty decent at saving, so I kind of have an idea of how much I need to save usually. And obviously that benefited us today on the soft tires for a 6th place finish. There's Toto Wolff, obviously a very happy man, winning the first race of the season.
I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own.
And there we are.
That's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
I do not look happy right now.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware.
Yeah, Vettel there in the 2nd position, and Ricciardo will be 3rd.
And after this round of the World Championship,
Alright, so here's the
here's how
finishing
things look
order.
in the drivers' table.
Let's
Valtteri
take a
Bottas
quick
takes
look
over the
through
lead
that.
in
We
the
got
Drivers'
6. Our teammate
Championship
Lance Stroll
after
in
an
12th,
excellent
so he
result.
did not get
Now I'd
points,
like to
so
ask you, Anthony
we
Davidson, who's
outperformed
your
him pretty
driver of
well.
the day?
Oh, well, I'm a bit spoiled for choice,
4 guys
Marty.
DNF there, so let's take a look
Says
at the
Valtteri
standings
Bottas,
now.
and looking down the
Bottas has a
field, no one
7-point
really
lead.
jumps out at me to make me change my mind.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings.
Mercedes and
moved
Red
to the
Bull
top
are
of the table.
tied,
After all this
and we
drama,
sit in
you'd be
5th.
mad
So
not to join us for the
that's
next
going to
race.
do it for
We
this
hope to see
episode
you
of
there.
F1
Take
2017
care.
Career Mode, the return to this series. So I'll see you guys next time in China. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. See you next episode.